Thanks for staying with us at STL Live. I'm Sarah Thompson, and my guest is Erica Van Ross of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority, Xi Zeta Chapter. Thank you again for being here. It's really great to see you.
Very good to be here.
And it's great to be here. We're talking about the Zetas, about the Centennial coming up. And I wanted to ask you, I mean, you alluded to sort of the college experience, but how it really is lifelong and just what that sort of sisterhood means. Because I know a lot of people, and this is going to sound silly, but they see people in different sororities and they see all their Facebook photos and Instagram photos, and there's clearly this sisterhood that's there, but unless you're a part of it, people might not understand what that actually means for them. And can you talk a bit about that?
Sure, and I would say, you know, of course, as a member of my sorority, I will, you know, extol the virtues of my sorority, but this is something where I really feel very passionately about all Black Greek letter organizations. In all sororities, there is this sisterhood. For someone like me, I don't have a sister. I have brothers, no sister, and so for me, this was really built-in family. You spend so much time together, and especially on the other side of college, where in college you are definitely service-oriented, but let's be honest, there are parties and all the things that we all equate that life to. We still have fun as, you know, true blue grown-ups, but your commitment to service is different, and so you are with women who think the way that you think, and you are doing something that is so positive for the community, and the bonds that you build, and I'm sure that members of other sororities would say the same things, the bonds that you build, they are so strong and so lifelong and so impactful.
And well, let's talk about the service and the volunteerism, because that is something that is sort of a continuum, and that's put at the forefront throughout sort of the entirety of the sorority and that sisterhood. So talk about some of the service projects, and even for you, what you've kind of gained out of doing the volunteerism throughout these years.
So for my sorority, one of the main things that we focus on is prematurity awareness, which is something that disproportionately affects the African American community. So we're really proud. We offer something here in town called Stork's Nest, and it helps people who may be preconceived for a low birth weight. It helps to provide them and their child with needs that they may have. We're also very education focused. We have some organizations for younger girls who are in high school that obviously are not yet a part of our organization, but it is programming for them to introduce the concept of service to them, to introduce everything from volunteerism to what fork do you use at dinner, to, I mean, it's sort of social grooming as well as preaching education and getting them into the mind of volunteerism being a lifelong thing.
Oh, that's great. And then I want to talk about some notable St. Louisans who have been Zetas. I'm looking at my cheat sheet here. You might be able to help me, but Zora Neale Hurston, we've got Comptroller Darlene Green.
Comptroller Darlene Green is a Zeta.
Who else do we have here?
So I think the one that lots of people, anybody in St. Louis will know the name, but probably maybe don't know that she was a Zeta, was Annie Malone. We're very proud to say that she was a member of our organization, and we do some service projects with the home. And in fact, the weekend of our Centennial Gala, when our international president is here, we're actually going to have a service project that morning.
Oh, fantastic. Well. Oh, that's great. Yes, we've got, no, that's really, oh, here it is. Yeah, Annie Malone, who there's always said, it would have been back then, it was as a philanthropist, but also like a what would have been equivalent today to essentially a multi-millionaire. Just it was such her business acumen, just outstanding, and philanthropy. Selena Johnson, Anita Hill.
Anita Hill is
Sarah
a Zeta,
Vaughn.
yes.
So what have you learned, before we wrap things up, I mean, just what's kind of overall, what do you want people, when you talk about sort of your Greek life, if you would, and sisterhood, what do you want people to ultimately know about what it is to be a Zeta and what this Centennial really means to you and to others?
Yeah, so I think what it means to be a Zeta is, again, it's sort of about being finer. It is a lifelong commitment to being finer, to serving your community, to making a difference, to having a positive impact on others. I think to be a member of a Black Greek letter organization, it is to have a sisterhood with other sororities, to have a sisterhood with fraternities. And again, it's really just an opportunity. If there was one thing I could do, it would be to try to change people's perception that Greek life is about something that's in college.
Right.
It's not.
No.
It's a lifelong commitment to
Lifelong
serving your
commitment.
community.
And I think, no, you've done an excellent job explaining that too. Congratulations. Thank you for coming here. Thank you for being
Thanks
here.
for having us.
And we've got some information there for you on the screen to check it out. It's the Centennial Celebration that's coming up on Saturday, January 25th at 7 p.m. at the Renaissance St. Louis Airport Hotel. For more information, head to
Z5BZeta.org.
All right. Thank you again for being here. All right. Well, there's more STL Live right after this. Please stay with us.